Non-picky eaters of Reddit, what is a food you can't stand? A Polish dish, cold strawberry soup with cold noodles, slime and slime and slime. My lovely friend's lovely mother made it for me once. I complimented her on it, went in the bathroom and threw it up. I can eat and keep down anything, but not that. Microwave lettuce and tomato. I have discovered something I refuse to touch. There's a ma and pa sub shop by my work that's a closer walk than the other shops. I ate there 3 freaking times before I gave up in disgust. They microwave all of their subs and they're the most vile thing ever. I now walk the extra 5 minutes to Subway. Also needless to say, I'm a freaking human garbage disposal. First time I hated something so much. I eat leftover chipotle cold because I can't stand heating up the lettuce and tomato. Canned peas. My ex would eat them out of the can cold with a spoon. Shudder. We should start a support group. My ex used to take the labels off cans and then pick one at random to eat the entire cold contents of. He called it Stalker Lunch, named after the survival game. Liver. High in iron, but I'd rather have anemia. I like things made out of liver. Liverwurst and pate are good, but I've never eaten liver by itself. Almond flavor. Actual almonds are fine, but the stuff made with the flavoring makes me want to heave. I am one of those people who can eat virtually anything and will also eat large quantities of things I don't even like if it's given to me, a result of having been forced to eat things I don't like as a kid. Thank you. I love raw almonds but cannot eat anything with almond extract or marzipan. So vile. Canned mushrooms. Oh man, I'm obsessed with these right now. Everyday canned mushrooms. Yummo. For me it's mainly how things are prepared. There's no one single thing I truly despise, but there are definitely things that when overused or undercooked can ruin a meal for me. Green peppers, when used sparingly in a dish, can add a little bit of flavor I enjoy. When overused, everything tastes like green peppers and I hate it. Onions, caramelized and thrown on a steak. Delicious. Pickled and thrown on a burger. Awesome. Very thinly sliced and added to a salad. Great. Giant chunks of undercooked balls in your mom's crappy meatloaf. Frick you. These are just 2 examples of ingredients I thought I hated my whole life until I married an actual decent cook and really started to learn how to properly cook things myself. I feel this way about chicken. Love chicken, but if it's rubbery, not properly trimmed or chewy, it's disgusting. Celery. I can detect them no matter what food they're in and have to spit them out. Ironically, if they're in a basic salad with oil and vinegar, I still won't eat them, but kind of enjoy the taste it leaves on the lettuce it touches. But that's as close as I will ever get to eating celery. My wife doesn't believe that you can taste celery. Thank you, kind stranger, for the validation. I've tried and tried, but I cannot acquire a taste for olives. I can't eat them straight and even added to other stuff I'm wary. I try them annually, always horrid. They leave their olive essence on everything they touch. Licorice. Even the taste of anything remotely anise flavored. I got a bag of soft, Australian black licorice the other day. Ate one piece to see if I liked it. Couldn't decide, so figured I'd better have another. Ate the entire bag. Still not sure if I like it. Crawfish. It's not a taste, it's just the fact that it takes so much work to rip apart the whole crawfish for a tiny morsel of meat. Once you get fast at opening them, they can be awesome. But yay, seems like more of a social event food than a sit-down meal. Cilantro. I have the gene mutation that makes it taste like soap. Soap gene gang represent. Miracle Whip. Ugh. Miracle Whip is the chaotic evil of condiments. Water chestnuts. I love crunchy foods, but those fucking freak me out. It's like you're eating a styrofoam model of an infant's wee finger bones. Oysters. It's like eating flu symptoms. Boiled spinach is the worst for me. I can eat spinach leaves all day on salads, sandwiches, wraps and things like that. But why would anyone boil it? No different to boiling lettuce. Yuck. Cabbage. It's actually not the taste but the friggin' smell that makes me think twice before putting it in my mouth. I've tried raw cabbage in salad and it's fine, I guess. I do like myself a bit of red cabbage with apple. I would not eat it raw, yay, but cooked it's fine. Lima beans. Blue cheese. I'm usually very adventurous with my foods, but I could not get more than one bite into that meal. I buy a chunk and nibble it, taking the time to suck on the bluish parts which are saltiest. It's freaking addictive. It's often really gross in some foods. Green bell peppers. Just the green ones. Double hate if they're cooked. I'll still eat them, but given the choice I will never choose to have them in or on anything, and I will not buy them and I will not cook with them. I flat out refuse to eat anything that has had green bell pepper contamination. I'll eat red, yellow, and orange bell peppers, but the green ones overpower everything else in a dish. I'll eat almost anything, but I pretty much despise olives. Raw onions. They absorb into people's mouths and emit odors even after toothbrushing. The legs. I feel like they're always dirty. I'm as terrified as I am fascinated by this comment. The legs. Mine is beets. They're the worst. Frick beets. I used to hate these, but embossed with some BBQ spare rib meat and full fat sour cream, my opinion changed. Mayonnaise. It can go burn in the deepest circle of heck. Edited for stupid autocorrect. Demon semen. I will eat literally anything that's considered edible, but I remember I had uni sushi, sea urchin, and thought it was absolutely disgusting. I still finished it though. Also, I really dislike wasabi. I was hoping to find this answer. My wife is exactly like you. She loves trying new foods. She lost her bet and I made her eat sea urchin. She gagged so bad after swallowing it and ran to the bathroom and threw up. She said it was like swallowing a piece of human tongue. Cucumber. I know, you people think it barely tastes like anything, but you're all crazy and I'm the same one. Can agree. I don't particularly like the faint taste of vegetation and toilet water, although it's so faint it's like it's not even there. Half-formed chicken fetuses. They eat them in parts of Asia. No thanks. Ballot. I've never had it, but there's an egg stand at my local farmer's market who sells them sometimes, and one of these days I'm gonna be curious enough. Cantaloupe. I think it tastes like dirty sock feet. Freaking hate the bull's butt fruit cups etc you get at places that are largely cantaloupe or some crappy chalky not watermelon, and like 2 grapes and maybe a strawberry. I want good fruit, frick you. Why do turnips exist? Why? My grandfather grew up dirt poor in the 1930s. He said one winter there was nothing to eat but turnips. As an adult he refused to eat them, although my grandmother would often cook them. He called them cattle feed. Lettuce. I hate lettuce. I hate the taste. Yes, it has a taste. I hate that it has a short shelf life, so it very quickly goes from bad to worse. I hate the texture. I hate that lettuce is in freaking everything, and over a lot of the time it's not even listed as an ingredient. I hate when restaurants use shredded lettuce that you can't even pick off. There are so many similar, yet better options out there. Spinach, arugula, heck, I'd even take kale. I love sushi, but sea urchin was probably the most disgusting thing I've tried. It's like someone tried some decent sushi, digested for a minute, then mama birded it into a seaweed wrap. Just putrid. It's the taste of raw seawater with a hint of death emo. Store-bought frosting. Black. It ruins the entire cake. One of the very few foods I actively dislike. And you people consider yourselves not picky eaters? I don't even know what a picky eater is, tbh. My wife swears I'm a picky eater because I won't eat broccoli, but she won't even try roast squirrel. Bubble tea. Those giant tapioca balls can frick off. They never chew up and I'll be damned if I'm just gonna swallow those things. Every Asian wants to know your location. I don't consider myself a non-picky eater, but even I like almost everything in this thread. Mayo. Yeah, I'm like a coyote. I'll eat anything that doesn't fight back, and some things that do. Fish with the skin still on is just nasty to me. If you crisp it up, it tastes much better. Mushrooms. My older brother worked at a mushroom facility, prepping and packaging, I believe. I was young. The way he smelled when he came home was enough that I have never knowingly eaten a non-magic mushroom since, and that is about 28 years or so ago now. Chef Boyardee canned ravioli. Just the smell of it makes me wanna vomit, and I am not a picky eater at all. Mushy peas. No explanation needed. Shrimp. Can't stand the texture. Mayo, and it's in on a lot of stuff. It just tastes like fat, in a good way when used right. It adds a little more savory to things. Ranch dressing has a lot of mayo, and as you mentioned it is in a crap load of things you wouldn't expect. Otherwise by itself I feel like it's only useful in sandwiches. I hate bananas. Their texture and smell is so disgusting. I swear if someone is eating a banana next to me I have to leave the room. I love bananas, but I can feel you on the distinct sound banana eating makes. It is not a fun experience. I've got a diverse palate and will eat just about anything that's not fast food, but boy do I ever fiercely loathe ranch dressing. Can't even handle smelling it. When I pour it in the restaurant I have to hold my breath and look away. Raw oysters and sea urchin roe. I've given both a couple of shots. I love raw clams and all other sashimi, but those two throw me right off. My wife ordered from a place we trusted. We moved. I nearly vomited. Hands down one of the most awful things I've ever tasted, both in flavor and texture. She agreed, and she's a really adventurous eater. I just mentioned this comment to her and she gagged as a response. It was that bad. I'm okay with a lot of organs, but there's something about chicken gizzards that I can't handle. It's freaked up because when cooked right they look like they would be tasty, but nope. Just chewy, metallic garbage. You've encountered the lost treasure of Captain Gus Fishhead. Subscribe to receive some of his gold. Like and subscribe, you magnificent person.